Hi everyone, it's Heidi here, back again with some gorgeous Stampin' Up projects for you. I'm Heidi Smith and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the United Kingdom. Today's project is just a quick project to remind you about this gorgeous colour which is disappearing soon. So this is lovely lipstick, as you can see here, and I have used the fabulous Positive Thought stamp set, which is just so appropriate at the moment. Which is carrying over, but is just a lovely stamp set. But I paired it with lovely lipstick because the card and the inks are all retiring at the end of May. So if you want to create projects like this using this lovely colour, you need to get your order in soon. So just a quick reminder. And this is using some simple stamping, stamps, ink and paper. We're not even adding a layer on this one. So just a single colour, and on the inside, apart from that lovely smudge which I've created, which I shall be dealing with, we've got some just a little bit of simple stamping as well. That's just to make it easier to write on, but you don't even need to do that. So let's get cracking with our simple project. So first thing you're going to need to do is cut a piece of cardstock. This is half a sheet of A4. And I'm working in centimetres, but it is very straightforward. So this is 14.5 centimetres by 21. If you're in the US, you'd probably want to do it at 5.5 inches by 8.5, and then score in half, whatever half of your cardstock is, like so. And that creates your card base. Now for your layers, you want to create something that's just 0.5 centimetre or 1/4 inch smaller for the inside. So for me, that's going to be a piece that is 14 centimetres by 10 centimetres. Again, if you were in the US, you'd be looking at 4.25 by 5.25. So that's our layer. Now the layer for the front, I've gone 3 centimetres smaller. So for me, I've got a piece of card that is 12, let me just double check this. It is 12 by 8 centimetres. So it's actually an inch overall, 2.5 centimetres. So you would create for US cardstock, you'd be looking at something that was, say, just an inch smaller than your card base, so 3.5 by 4.5 centimetres. But really, you know, as long as your border is even, you can go for any layer. So I've just created those 2 layers there. See if I can manage to do one without getting loads of ink everywhere. So this is for the front, and you'll see here I've just got a slightly raggedy edge. I've got really pink fingers as well. I think I'll give those a quick wipe. I don't know how it is, but some colours I just seem to manage to get everywhere. Fortunately, because this is an all over design, we'll be fine. And this is our inside. So what we're going to do now is open up our lovely lipstick pad, and for the front, first thing I'm going to do is actually stamp my sentiment. And the reason for that is because I'm going to be doing other stamping, I want to make sure that my sentiment is in the right place, and I've got enough space for it. I'm then using the leaf image just to go on the side there, and then I've already stamped off, so I'm just going to add a stamped off version for the inside. So that's the inside piece complete now. I'll just put that to one side. And again, on the front, it is really simple. Take your butterfly stamp, make sure you ink it up really well, and then I just stamp 3 times without re-inking in between. And there we have our front panel. If you wanted to add a bit of detail onto it, you could either use a sponge, or what I sometimes do is just take the card and dab it onto the ink pad, and you just get a really narrow border of ink on the outside. like so, and it just gives us just a hint of colour. And then the final piece that we want to do is actually the front of our card, and I'm just using the single colour of ink again, did a bit of tone on tone to use the leaf image, and I'm just varying the height of that as well, just so that it creates a nice border at the bottom, which you're going to see when you pop your layer on. Pop ink pad away, and then we're ready to add our layers. Now you could pop that up on dimensionals, which is probably my preference. I just think it makes a card look right, to have a bit of dimension on it, and I think this is kind of one of the, I'm going to say rules, because there are no rules in card making, but it's one of those things that you add some texture and you add some dimension. So I'm just going to remove the backings off those dimensionals. Okay, so that creates our layer, and just centre that like so. And on the inside, all you need to do is add a bit of snail adhesive. Okay, snail adhesive, which is now run out. So the way I don't know if they've shown this. When your snail adhesive runs out, you just press on the side. This bit gets thrown away, and you can buy an actual refill for this. Now, snail is going to be replaced soon by something which will be, I'm sure, fantastic. But if you like using snail, probably stock up now while you can. And then that just opens up, and you've got a nice fresh snail to use. So you don't need a lot of pressure with snail, just roll it along, and then this piece just goes on the inside. So there we have a pair of very quick and easy lovely lipstick cards. Forgot to reinforce my fold. I always reinforce on the reverse side, that's just in case I've got a bit of ink or I mark the card. There we have a pair of cards, and what I'm going to do to hopefully cover up this mess on the inside of my card where I managed to stick it in my ink pad, I'm going to do one of two things. I'm first of all going to try just stamping and adding my butterfly with the kind of darker part on that. Okay, that actually has pretty much covered it up, but what I might also do is actually pop a cut-out version on the inside as well. So, hey, you know, not perfect, but then never mind. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me again soon. And if you'd like to purchase your lovely lipstick before it disappears, pop along to my shop, heidismith.stampinup.net, or to my blog, flutterbyheidi.co.uk, and you'll find all the links to the products on there. Just click along, you can shop for anything as well. Thanks for watching. Bye now.